Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Whoa, where did my shadow just go? Damn, that was abrupt. You guys just caught that in 4K on camera. Wow. That was an abrupt lighting change. Shoot, we gotta go do some spraying. I should do a little mowing. Let's just kick off a little bit of mowing. That's what everyone wants to see. Oh, we got Haberman in here. Did I get access to exact mix yet? Yes. Hold. We're gonna be getting into a little bit of that today. Mason, Wyatt, Haberman, how's everyone doing? Still not warm yet. Just warm up already. I want to get a little bit of mowing done. It's not bad, but I just don't. I don't like the weeds in there, you know? Them weeds kind of hit our mailbox. I swear that gets knocked over every time I play. You do have to spray, though. I'm just mowing, like, little bit by little bit. It takes a while to do the whole lawn. Try to do the whole farmyard. Oh yeah, Wyatt, it's pretty sweet. I'm really enjoying it. Been having pretty good luck with it. Couple things have been needing fixed, tweaked, or adjusted. You know, gotta keep in mind a lot of the more general public when using this. You know, stuff gets dumbed down, but it's still kind of, I don't know, like not advanced, but I don't think it's going to be like for the average farm sim user, just for the guy that wants a little more realism. So I've been enjoying using it, but you know, that's coming from someone that doesn't actually do any sort of spraying in real life. So I'm going to save this bit for the brush hog. Oh, well, you're doing terrific, Haberman. You're keep it up, buddy. You'll get here one day. Oh shit. And Cody, what's going on, fella? How's it going? Jimmy Pants, FTF, Danto, D-Long. Welcome, guys. D-Long in with Classic View. He hates me. Did I get the quad track? I didn't buy one. But I did not buy one, but I looked at them. They look pretty nice. I don't know if I can really find a spot for one on my farm. Fixing old B-side here. Definitely going to be a deep learning curve for some guys, yeah. But I hope to get a tutorial out, a video tutorial out for it, and there will be like the README for it as well, a destruction manual, if you will. So, I mean, as long as people can follow that, it shouldn't be too bad. I've kind of got, I think, most of the basics kind of figured out with the help of Bob and Jake and whatnot. I mean, just immediately at face value, it can seem like a little overwhelming, but really it's not too bad. CJ, nice shield you got there. I love that blue name on you. You look good in blue. I know you're a green guy, but I could see you in some blue equipment. Honestly, I could. Should I set that as my new PFP, Dylan? Honestly, I don't look good as a black, or I don't look bad as a black man. Oops. No, I didn't think it looked too bad. I know I'd be talking like this, though. Where all the white women at? That's kind of the vibe that gave off. Boy, we're starting off this stream really strong. I don't know if I should change it on all my accounts or just the Finsta or what. Yeah, Cody, NDMM's exact spray, or exact mix spraying system mod, I believe is the working title. What's the best way to back header trailers into a shop? Park them outside. I don't know if there really is a good way. I mean, I've used pickups, four-wheeler. I have also done skid steer with a hitch attachment up front. Done my telehandler with a hitch attachment up front. Nothing really makes it easy. Skill. E-Money Michael, glad to see that username back in here. We got you sorted out. Dallas, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Jimmy. Strong streams make good content. Is this a strong stream? I'm not a strong streamer. Skid steer is what you find best? Yeah, I think of all the ones I've used, that's probably been the easiest. This guy's probably cold. Oh, not bad. Back his ass up. So, our soybeans really doesn't take much for product. I've just got a bunch of... I got my tanks fully loaded up here, and we've got, I think, Zidua? I've got a number of boxes in. I don't know what. The nice thing about this is it's only going to take what it needs. So, yeah, I think it's the Zidua. We got some other products loaded in here. Spartan, I don't remember what that was for. I think that might have been... I don't remember. I have to look at my sheet again. There's cheat sheets for all this stuff, but really, it tells you what you need in here. Ah, soybean pre-emergent. It makes it pretty easy. Post, Liberty, Volunteer. Let's, Spartan. I must have been using that on my sunflower. Or no. I didn't do a sunflower pre. Oh, I was doing, yeah, dry bean pre. That's where I was using the Spartan. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but it's working. I'm putting it on and it's working. Let's see. Cheesy is in the chat. What's going on, Cheesy? Blast some cheese. Wyatt, thanks for the super chat, fella. I think that's what you call that, right? Been a while since I've really seen those active. You've watched all the streams. Oh, this is the only... Oh, the third one you've caught live. Well, I'm glad you could make it, man. That's awesome. Let's, I'm getting sidetracked here with chat. You guys just sit back and watch. No, you can chat. You can chat. It's good. Pressure makes diamonds. My fault if I get distracted. It just slows down the stream so everything doesn't go so fast. I don't have my HUD on here. So for right now, the issue I'm running into is some of my commands aren't working, or my keybinds aren't working. So I've had to use some commands in here in the dev menu. Okay, so now I got my HUD working. My acres need reset. Are my acres gonna be able to reset? No, I have to use a command for that too. Bob's, I think he's got that fixed. I don't have the update yet though. So when I would first load into the game, some of these keybinds would work, and then as time would go on, they wouldn't work. But I think he figured out what was wrong with that. So EM acres. That and then that. Oh, we had a save game there. So that resets my applied acres and product. And I need to figure out how many acres I've got here. 148, so I'm going to load a little over 150. Seems like sometimes I use a little bit more. This one's loading pretty fast. Pressure also makes waffles. Ooh, I love waffles, man. I haven't had a waffle in the age of a dog. I don't know. I don't think. No, I don't think my sprayer has enough room for all of our product, anyways. And that's just fine. All right, you're gonna stay there, truck. That's some good old-fashioned waffles and maple syrup. Oof. Buttered, of course. Got to be buttered waffles. Anything else is a travesty. Can't wait for the mod. Gonna make the game way more realistic. Yeah, for sure. Gonna spend a lot more time in a sprayer. I tell you that much. I mean, I pretty much just bought this sprayer, and I've almost got 10 hours on it, and I don't spend that much time in a sprayer. I never do in-game. I always try to avoid it, but this kind of has me enjoying it a bit more. We got the B Coots in here. What's going on, Benny Boo? And your name looks pretty good in blue, too. What a handsome fella in blue. I can kind of see where I've been. It's taken away my old fertilizer layer. Yeah, Wyatt. I pretty much got the only options that are available right now for tanks. I put in a request for some EnduroPlus kind of style, vertical, smooth side, and like the rib side. I think he's gonna add some of them and some different sizes too. And if I'm not mistaken, they have the same attacher joints as Bueller's fiber. So any trailer, any base step deck flatbed trailer that works with Bueller's fiber should work with NDMM's tanks and mixer. Although now that I say that, they won't have the attacher for the totes, but I think it'll still draw from the totes though. It should. You just have to strap the totes on, but I think as long as the totes are within like 7 meters, he said, it should grab from them. That's how it's grabbing those little boxes of gugs. So it doesn't have to be attached. I'll have to verify that though. But yeah, there'll be some more tank options, and they'll have color options, hose color options, and what have you. Oh, you're cleaning pens? We did that today, Ben. In my semi with no AC, in 90-some degree weather, humid, gravel roads. That sucked ass. So will this mod work with precision farming? Yes, it works right alongside precision. Really does not affect anything with precision, I don't think. Like, they don't need to communicate, they don't do anything together. So it should work flawlessly with precision. I don't see why it wouldn't work with the soil mod either, or soil and fert mod, but I don't know. I'm not testing alongside with that, so I can't say for sure. We have new menu here. We have a weed pressure menu, kind of self-explanatory. Got trace weed pressure. This is my the flashing is just the mod doing its checks. I'm not sure if that's going to do it in the final version. Then we got post I've got on. I've sprayed quite a bit of post on some standing crop. I would have had pre's on them, but we didn't have that stuff when I had initially sprayed them. Or when I had planted, I guess. When I planted, I didn't have I didn't have this mod, I guess, so I couldn't have done it. Do I plan on doing a row crop save again? Oh, like an RCS save? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I could, maybe, if I found a map that had it that I liked. If, boy, I don't See, I was gonna say if we got a nice 22-inch RCS of Eldred, I'd consider it, but then I'd have to start a fresh save on there, and I don't know if I'd want to do that. I don't think it'd be worth it, as far as I've gotten into this already. You're late? Not very. You're not very late, Ricky. You haven't missed much. You're only 15 minutes in. It was 108. Damn. Damn, Ben, that's hot. And not in a good way. Not in a, like, you're hot kind of way. I feel like I should stance my wheels out. That looks good. And another update with the exact mix spray system is he added section control shut off. So I'm pretty much leaving the boom on, the sprayer running the entire time, and it's just turning off and on when it's supposed to. Well, that's nice. Now that I think about it, it'd be kind of cool if that could be like a store option to have that on or off. I should see if I can pitch that to Bob. Like on the old Best Way or something. Just a cheaper sprayer maybe won't have that, or older sprayer. The user can decide if they want it on or off or not, but save some money to not have the big section control on it, or if it could be like the Best Way would have only 3 sections or whatever, 4 sections versus, I don't know how many sections this thing has, a number. So definitely helps when you overlap, or DJ said it'll be nice on point rows. Yeah, absolutely. When I first had started testing them out, I didn't have that, and I was spraying, I feel like it was maybe I sprayed 25. Well, either way, there were some horrible angles, and I ended up using way more product than I had planned. So it was a nice addition to see that. So yeah, this would be a perfect example right here. I'm only using half the sprayer width, so I'd be dumping on twice as much as I need here if I didn't have the sections. Obviously, self-explanatory, pretty obvious thing, Captain Obvious here, but it's nice to have. Wisconsin got their cookie jar violated today by some naders. I did not hear this. That's not good. Naders are scary. Luckily, I don't think I've ever had to, or I've never really been too close to any. Yeah, CJ, the rate can be changed, although I think depending on what you have loaded in the sprayer, it will change automatically. I think Bob had put in what others had recommended for rates on different products, so there may be some mixes that will go up to 20, but I can change the rate. Right now, that's another keybind I don't have working, but I think Bob has fixed. However, the only time I really used the adjust rate was at the end of the field. I just had a little bit left, but I was running out of product, and I would just crank my rate down, or I wanted to finish it off at the end, so I cranked the rate up. I mean, use it for that as well. It doesn't affect the potency really. But yeah, I thought I remember Bob saying that there are certain mixes that will change the rate. Some folks near Appleton are without a home right now. Holy mackerel. Been a crazy spring and summer for you. How bad has it been there? I guess I haven't heard anything about bad weather there. I guess Wisconsin news doesn't really travel over this way very well. Then again, I don't know. It depends on what comes through on my algorithm. The stuff, I guess, Wisconsin weather has not come through on my algorithm. I feel like I maybe should have started on the other side. I do, let's see, I think, how many acres did I say this was? Like 150? I think when I get down to about 50%, then I should have room. I should have plenty of room to fill the rest of the field. Or fill the rest of my product to finish the field, I should say. Rather than emptying out and then having to race back to the tender. We can do it while we're still on this side if we're halfway close. Do some cab view. I kind of been enjoying doing the cab view in the sprayer. Feel like a real life applicator. It's a facade though. I'm not a good applicator. I feel like when I was putting on post, I definitely would have been running over a lot of crop. I don't think if I was doing it hired, custom, I don't think the landowner or the farmer would have liked me spraying their crop very much. About 2 months ago, the Madison area had a tornado and hail bigger than golf balls. Windshield, busted windshield on the semi and into the crap out of your hood. Oofta. That sucks. Now that weather can be a bitch. Our area has been pretty lucky. Now further west into South Dakota, I think it was, gosh, where even was it? I don't think it was Huron. Maybe it was. No, it was closer to Highmore. Maybe got destroyed by some just wind, I think. I don't think it was tornadoes, just like just a massive windstorm. Yeah, I might hop in VC later tonight, CJ, if you're around, and if you have any recommendations. I mean, Bob is definitely taking input for the mod. He could always slide into his DMs with stuff, too. I mean, I want to say there's a lot to it, but also there's not a lot to it. I mean, I'm also spraying this kind of the wrong direction of how I planted it. Oh, well. But it's fairly simple. Now that being said, I think, behind the scenes, obviously Bob has put in a lot of work for it, but the mod itself, like user functions and everything in the game, really is pretty simple. It adds a little more depth to the herbicide. Makes you, it's one of those things that makes you stop and plan a little more and think a little more. Which I guess the game can definitely use, especially in the after planting, between planting and harvest for me. I mean, this is going to be filling in some time rather than just fast forwarding so much. I will definitely going to be a lot more seat time in the sprayer through the summer. I mean, if you're not doing livestock, obviously, livestock guys are putting up hay. But if you're not doing that and everything, this will definitely slow the pace down a bit, I think. And I think my save game really kind of needed that. I feel like I was kind of going through stuff fairly quick. Obviously, that just depends on how much you're playing, but I think the next thing is going to be in my winter months. I think having futures contracts, that'll help a bit too. Yeah, Ricky, that's a good way to put it. Stuff that actually makes you simulate farming, or that's kind of the idea is talking to NDMM and even really anybody else. I think calling farming simulator a simulator, it's a misnomer. It's not a simulator. Truly, this is more of just like farming arcade, and I think to call it a simulator is something of false advertising, but it's of all the farming games, it's the most simulator one that's been out there. But it is nice that Precision adds stuff to it. Even that needs some more stuff added to it. And now with this, there's a little more simulation to it, and even the futures contracts missions, that gets you a little step closer. Makes you plan out stuff a little more and try to make sure you actually have enough crop to fulfill your contracts. What's the mod I use for financing vehicles? Hire purchasing. I think it's on the in-game mod hub. Hire purchasing. HIRE purchasing. Just adds this button right here, and you get deposit options. You have to put some money down from 5 up to 50. And then choose your deal and length, the years. Then there's a few options of your monthly payments, and you get 4 options of that stuff. So it's pretty nice. If I'm buying a new piece of equipment, that's what I'm using. I did find a different mod for buying used equipment. I don't really want to advertise it right now because I'm not sure how well it's actually working. It's got some possible errors. It could be a conflict with something on my end, though. But before I go telling people to grab this broken mod, I'm not gonna advertise it. But there are some different used vehicle mods out there. How am I liking the advanced damage system mod? Yeah, that's another one that kind of gets us closer to the simulation. Glad you asked that, Haberman. I'm enjoying it. I think my only issues I had were the default settings, of which I went through and just changed and made it to my liking. But I like it. That's another thing. You have to kind of stop and plan things a little bit. Your maintenance schedule. I don't want to have to be doing maintenance in the middle of harvest. That being said, some stuff could end up having to do that. But I like it. I do recommend advanced damage system for sure. I have to pre-trip stuff. I don't pre-trip everything every time, but for the most part, if I've been running something all day and then I park it for the night, I'm definitely going to be checking it the next morning. But my semis, I don't know, those are kind of on and off and don't get a lot of hours. I don't check them every time. I just had show up on my HUD when I first started my game tonight. I got 3 machines that had insufficient voltage, so I go to start them. They're going to have to be jumped. Stuff that sits idle for too long, that will happen too. I even adjusted that so it doesn't happen as quickly, but apparently it can still happen. There was a little learning curve with that too. Oh, let's see. I kind of forgot I was going to go fill up prior to this, so let's go do that. Let's go top off our tank. I think I want to add about 50 gallons, or not 50 gallons, 50 acres worth of product. I think that'll get me a little extra, so if there's a little left over, no big deal. Oh, Ricky, that's the one I don't know if I want to recommend yet. I mean, it has been working for the most part. It's just there were some errors in the log associated with it. Like, it doesn't seem like it likes the higher purchasing mod, but there could be something else causing that conflict. But it's called Rod's Used Vehicle System. I just bought my Combine through that. I got 30% discount. It had some hours on it. I guess whatever. I'll just show you. It's got a full used. This is the full used market. This is just stuff that's in the listing, and then in the store. If there's something in those listings or if there's not something you want in there, there is. Like, I want to buy a tractor that's not listed in here. I'll just go to that tractor. Let's just say I want to buy one of these bad boys. I'm going to call Rod, and he's going to look for one. He's going to look for one of these used, and you can change how soon he gets back to you. I have the shortest one. And within that time period, you will get a notification that Rod has found this, and then it will show up in the listing. So this was the Combine that I bought. I had called Rod, requested it, and then it shows up here at the bottom of the listing. So it was kind of cool. I mean, just as long as everything was working all right. Like I said, I had just some errors, but I don't know exactly what from. Army Vermont, welcome to the stream, fella. Alright, so I've got... There's 32 acres remaining. I'm going to get that up to, say, about 82, roughly. And that should be pretty close. And I would definitely not consider any of this footage a tutorial for the exact spray system mod. I will be making a proper one when I get a more polished version of the mod, when it gets kind of closer to beta testing. Oh, you tried the used lot mod? Yeah, I tried that too. And I even went in, and you can change the settings of what shows up there, but it's I don't know. That, and I think you take a big performance hit too, especially on bigger maps, and you already have a lot of equipment of your own sitting around. I think it just takes too much of a performance hit to have all that equipment sitting around in one space. Cool concept, though. I really like it. If it could be executed more, like, I don't know, just like performance friendly, I guess. If there was a way to do that, I don't know what it would be, but I think it'd be a little better. Yeah, oh yeah, you didn't feel like going through all the settings to get the brands you wanted? Yeah, and even then, I would go in and change the settings, and then I would try to, like, update the yard there where they spawned, and then I'd go into the settings, and some of it got reset, and it just took way too long to go through and change all that stuff. So I got rid of that. Cool concept, though. Execution was just not the best, I would say. And definitely would not recommend setting it up very close to the dealer spawn point. Definitely block yourself in there. I ended up making a separate space for it and kind of near the Steffes auction point on this map, but then using it, so now I just have a bare lot there. Wish he'd put a mod to only pop up the mods you have selected, no base game vehicles. I feel like there was a setting for that, maybe not. Or maybe that's in this Rod's, that might be in this Rod's used equipment sales. But well, I guess I don't know. I say I was pretty sure you could change some of those settings in that used vehicle lot mod, but make that happen, but I guess I don't remember. Didn't seem worth it to me. Cool to try. It was worth trying, I guess, but in the end, I feel like I should be choosier, a little pickier about what I'm throwing in my mods. I like trying everything though, and then there's stuff that I forget to delete. That's always the worst. I went through and have deleted a lot of stuff in the last couple days. Definitely worth doing once in a while, cleaning out that mods folder. Stuff you download, you think it's gonna be good, and then it ends up being crap, or I don't know, maybe just not what you expected, or what have you. Plenty of mods like that out there. What do I have to spray next? I feel like I've got some more stuff. I would like to spray post on my wheat and my beets, but frickin' Bob doesn't have the mixes ready for that yet. Waiting on that. We're doing pre's here. I think this is my last, or no, not my last. I've got one more field of pre to do. That'll be 32. That's my soybean there. Post. What's on field 14? Oh, yeah, okay. Feel like I'm almost caught up with everything. I think that's sugar beets there, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yep. Trying to keep track of everything here. That's wheat, so dude, I don't really have I don't know if I have much to do after this until I progress, and I don't really want to fast forward until I get my wheat and my sugar beet post. Can you chop corn in August? You have to wait until September. I think you can. I think as long as it's in the a harvest ready state, I think you can chop it, or even pre-harvest. You should just try it. I guess I think you can. Don't quote me on it though. Been a while since I've done silage. I don't think there's any settings in like the crop growth to say when or like a timeline of when you can't, when you can or can't. I think it's just based off the actual growth state itself, not the month it's in. Planting, on the other hand, that's kind of dependent on that, and I think maybe harvest too, but we're combining, but I feel like chopping is whenever it's ready. Oh, I was gonna read your chat earlier there, CJ. It'd be nice not just spraying once after planting and having to spray a pre and post just by zoning a sprayer more now than ever. Absolutely. It kind of, I don't know. I never liked spraying or application of any kind other than like manure maybe. I always had, on the service, I'd always have Jake or someone else do my spraying. And I don't know, kind of, there's way more of it now. You think I'd really hate it, but I've actually kind of been enjoying it a little more. Put some real hours on here. You go back to dairy farms? Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, you like what you like. I mean, I work for a feedlot in real life, so whenever I do cattle, that's what I kind of go towards. I'd say probably 75% of the time, if I'm doing cattle, it's gonna. That dairy save I had on Edgewater, though, I really enjoyed that. That was a fun little, kind of a small time operation. I think maybe I had 50 milking head, maybe worked my way up to 75 or 100. I can't really remember, but no, that was a fun operation. Dairy can be fun. And I think there's quite a bit more options for dairy buildings now, especially thanks to CM modding. CM squared. He's been cooking up some nice dairy buildings. He had that nice Oh, whatchamacallit, his dairy barn with the parlor and everything. I'm blanking on what you even call the dang setup. But that was nice. And he's got some nice, like, small, real small, old school dairy buildings, too. Part of me kind of misses doing cattle a little bit, and the hay, but it's nice to take a break from that once in a while. Definitely a little more demanding. Slows down the progression a lot more, though, that's for sure. You definitely spend more time doing other activities rather than plant spray, fast forward, harvest, all grain, fast forward. It's definitely spread out a little bit more. Yeah, I can see how doing just the grain can be a little boring for some people. I've been having fun with it. I feel like it depends on if you find an operation or you set stuff up really the way you like, and I've kind of been enjoying the progression of this save. I mean, this is almost like a sequel or ongoing progression from my Forest River save. I mean, I copied over quite a bit of equipment from there. I know it is a new save, but it feels like I still started with my Cat Lexion combines, my 590 and my 595R back on Forest River, and my Challenger, starting off with the Challenger. I think I've had that New Holland EJ 530 through the entirety of it, though, for the most part. I'd have to see when I bought that. I feel like that was on that save. I should just dump a ton of hours on that. Easy Devamon. No, Michael, I haven't bought K-Series' quad track. I don't know if I will. I really like it. I was begging him for it for months. Absolute mod begging. It was despicable. The things I was messaging him. That's not true. I was polite. I was a gentleman. But I really don't know if there's a good place for it on my farm here. Now, back when I kind of started this ongoing save, back even like when I was on Forest River, I think it would have had a perfect spot on the farm, but now where I'm kind of progressing with this newer equipment, I mean, I started the Forest River save in like the year 2012, and then every in-game year I'd progress it 2 years in, like, you know, real life years essentially. So year 1 is 2012, year 2 is 2014. I kind of kept doing that. So now if I were to buy an STX quad track, I don't know. I feel like if I were to buy a new tractor, it'd be something to replace my 385 Steiger or that 9380, which an STX quad track could replace that 9380, but I almost don't want to replace that tractor. It's the things I struggle with. I try not to just buy things just to buy them. Especially, I mean, I am playing with a budget, and some things take priority over just, I want this new tractor, so I buy the new tractor. Now I try to prioritize purchases. Like my combine purchase, that was, I don't know, it's a little quick on the draw because I had what did I have? I had 7088 and the 2588. Well, then the 7088, I sold that. I kept the 2588, sold the 7088, and replaced that with the 7160. I kind of jumped the gun on that. I should have waited. Then I ended up selling both of those combines to get one 9250, and I'm thinking this 9250, that'll be kind of the one I have for a while. Hopefully had the save game last long enough for me to put it to work for a few years. I don't know, I think I did a 3-year loan on it. So we'll see. We'll see if I make it that far on this save. Nathan, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? got a conflict with the advanced damage system. Your prices tab is a mess. Your prices? Oh. Here. That's a mess for you, huh? Guild loans? What is... Oh, I forgot I had that. How it kind of changes that. You don't have anything else that you think could be conflicting with that, Haberman? Or you have the latest version of Advanced Damage System? Might be worth doing a flush of some unused mods. Simple B, what's going on, fella? Welcome. Happy Monday? It is Monday. Man. And a Monday it was. This Monday was not a good Monday. Actually, it wasn't terrible. It was just hot. Just freaking hot and dirty here, but that's... It is what it is. You take that out and it's fine. I gotcha. Well, I mean, it still could be another mod messing with it, though. I don't know what it would be, though. Oh, the log shows a lot, but I feel like it never shows what you want to actually help you narrow this stuff down. I guess if you downloaded Advanced Damage System recently, then you probably have the latest version. But if it's been at least a week, there may have been an update. If you tried it on just like a clean save game too, like have whatever mods you have on your other save, have them installed, but try it on a fresh save game and see. Just spitballing here. Did we get any storms on Saturday? Yes. I don't remember. Weekend kind of blew by. Yeah, we did. Saturday night, I think in Brookings, they got about a ½ inch. Here at the farm, I think we got maybe 1700ths. It more so just kind of put on a light show than actually rained here on the farm. I pulled out the launcher and was just kind of watching it. Call me redneck, but sometimes you sit back and just enjoy nature for a little bit. The clouds were just wild. Today seemed better than yesterday. Could be. I was not outside much yesterday, so yeah. I was an inside dog yesterday. Kind of glad I was. Oh, you just put it in today. I got you, Haberman. Well, and it's probably up to date. I don't know, maybe, yeah, go through if there's any other script mods that maybe change finances or anything. I don't think Advanced Damage System should not mess with that stuff. Really shouldn't. But that's, yeah, that's Farm Sim mods for you. Stuff just sometimes does not like to get along. Reason I decided I wanted to turn off my boom and turn it back on again, thinking I was on the old spraying system. Lost 2 tree branches. One of them fell on your trampoline. Oh, some more sticks to pick up. I hate that for you, man. Mom always used to make me and my sister do that after a storm. I hated it. Really, looking back, it wasn't that bad, though. I feel like it was always hot when we did it, though. Like the day after the storm in the summer, it was always freaking hot. Maybe that's why I hated doing it. Need some techno music to go with all the flashing coming off the nozzles. That's that What do they call that when you buy it? Like, not exact apply, I don't think. Maybe that is what it's called. Pulse width. Pulse width modulation. That kind of... I feel like that's what it's doing there. I could be wrong. Another thing, I guess with the spray system mod, I am not running See and Spray. I mean, you definitely save on product. I think See and Spray does work with NDMM's exact mix spray system, but I feel like that kind of ends up taking away a little bit. You're gonna have all these totes sitting around for years and never using half of the product in them. Now, when I was using just the default herbicide and spray stuff, I was using the hell out of the See and Spray. That meant you weren't reloading your sprayer as much, but now with the exact mix spray system on, I feel obligated to not use See and Spray. But I guess that's kind of up to the user if they want to use it or not. I think just for testing purposes, I should try a field once. There was another thing. I've been meaning to go spray the wrong product on a field and see what happens. Because, I mean, I know what's going to happen. You're going to kill the crop, but I feel like that should be tested. I don't think Bob has done much testing with it, so somebody ought to. I should maybe delegate that to Jake. He could go do that. That little sliver going to show up on there? No. But field's done. That's good. We had a few gallons left. Not need to fill it that full, but that's fine. Not a big deal. I feel like that is the last of my spraying. So all my nope, I do have 32 left. I almost forgot. We got to do that. My last bean field. I post, corn there, corn there, corn there. That was sunflowers and that was sunflowers. I can fast forward one growth stage and do post on my edible beans and my soybeans. I kind of don't want to do that yet until I get post sprayed on my beets and my wheat. My wheat's going to be getting pretty freaking tall. I guess the beets beets aren't a big deal, I don't think. I think they can go another growth stage if they kind of get too big. Or maybe it doesn't matter with beets. Maybe you can go until they're pretty big. I mean, most of the crop is in the ground, I guess. I don't know. We'll see at the end of this next field. See what we want to do. I have quite a bit more mowing left to do. I don't know how bad you guys want to watch that. I should hook up the brush hog. Put that on the 245 or something. How much land do I have on the map? I've got... I think I'm shy of 1,400 acres, like 1,350 or something like that. I might hit a little more land. I might. I think I want to do some more edible beans next year. I pretty much only did like 1/4's worth of each crop. Like, I've got 140 acres of kidney beans, 113 of navy, and 110 of pinto beans. I kind of want to... I don't want to double each one of them, but if I could get up to like 160 of each of them roughly, I think that'd be enough. Just on average, have that kind of be how much I have of edible beans. Should see if I can... wonder how that works for contracts. Are there herbicide contracts? I doubt it would work with... but no, there really isn't. There's weeding. Yeah, fertilizing. What's on field 18? Barley. Field 6. What's on field 6? That's sunflowers. I could do that. I could do a contract doing some solid urea. Someone parked the tender on my way. I might just load while I'm here though. People have voted it's Brando time. Oh god. Just go kill some crops. Should I just go? Should I sacrifice a field? Just spray the wrong thing on one whole field. Like the biggest one I own. Catch you later, Vermont. Glad you could stop by, my man. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. You and a friend, Simple B, you're doing a race to own / farm 1,000 acres. I thought 320 was a lot. Shoot. That's a garden, man. John says ditch mowing, let her rip. We could do a little bit of that. Everything works on a new save. You got something roached on that save then. I hate when that happens. Let's see. I want to EM acres set. When's my update come, Bob? I need an update. I need my beet and wheat pro post. Like now. And whatever else you fixed. I'm sure you've got a number of things you've added and fixed. What was I gonna do? Look at my acres here. 47.88. Got 5 acres left in there. I'll put it up to about 50. As long as I got enough product, I should have plenty, I think. There we go. Westerhouse, how's it going, man? I did see his Discord has been lively again. That made my day. I feel like I'm a real influencer now. I have influencer status. Real proud of you guys. I meant it when I said I always enjoyed popping in there and seeing what you guys were doing. I don't know what Discord server you've been on. You could have just added me to that so I could see your stuff, but I don't know. It's the old Haberman Discord. Pop in there once in a while, catch up on the goings on. I did have to mute the notifications though. You guys really, really did revive it. Reed, how's it going, man? And howdy, Westerhouse. Hope you guys are doing well. I don't know. I'm a sucker for like scrolling through screenshots and seeing what other guys are doing on their operations. Kind of give you, it's kind of like farm inspiration almost, stuff I can maybe implement in my future saves or my current saves, just seeing what guys are running. That's why I really love the old days. I know I'm a broken record. I say this a lot, but the old days of Able modding or Serious Mod scrolling through their Flickr accounts. That's why I kind of revived my Flickr account. Give some farm simmers some content to look at. Just scrolling in bed at night and looking through old screenshots. It's always kind of fun. Oh, let's see. Fix the buttons. Might get more pallets and mixes tonight. 10-4 on that. Alright, well I may end up just letting my wheat and beets grow another stage. See how bad the weeds get on there, the weed pressure. I guess one thing you don't have to answer here. I guess I'd kind of curious as to the mechanics of the weed pressure, I guess. So the tillage is what resets, at least the main tillage, plowing, is what resets the weed pressure, huh? If I understood correctly. Cultivating sets it back a few stages, like 8 stages or something. I think I didn't understand at the time listening to you, but actually like, oh yeah, the weed pressure menu here. I understand what you mean by that now. So more screenshots coming soon. Hell yeah, Reed, I love that. You guys stay on it. You're beating off FTF? You. Send pics. I have to give you my Snapchat. Yep. Alright, let's hop to it. I suppose my tender can go home. I must have... Did I, like, perfectly empty out that tank? Oh yeah, that one's empty. It says I have 100% water. I must have perfectly emptied that tank or something. I don't know. Alright. You're gonna go back to Genesis Farms. Alright, let's hop to it. Hop to it, rabbits. Okay. Plowing is -15, full reset. Oh, I see. It's 1 to 15. Cool. That makes more sense now, actually, looking at this menu. See, yeah, you were spewing off this stuff in VC, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But now, or maybe it was a text chat. I don't know. But yeah, looking at it now, that makes more sense. And cultivation is down 8. Post spray is down 10. Okay. Well, that makes sense on some of those fields then. Cool. Cool. So there's this field that I sprayed post on, but we have these pockets of weed pressure. Those just kind of pop up randomly, huh? And we got the dead weeds there. Those... Oh, I wonder... Well, so I think that that weed clear mod, I think that's only supposed to update between months. So I don't think that's what way made my game freeze overnight or over at midnight, Bob. I could be wrong. I kind of didn't realize that when I was messaging you earlier. Whatever, Ben. Just imagine if you were the one testing this. You'd have no idea what's going on. You'd be asking 10 million questions and you'd end up getting blocked because everyone would be getting annoyed with you. Get real. Get real, Ben. John Deere, you have missed, if you're just tuning in, 1 hour's worth of just spraying. That's pretty much all I did. I did like 2 minutes. I was going to say 5. I don't think I did 5 minutes of lawn mowing. I did like 2 minutes of lawn mowing at the beginning. That's about it. I think I asked him like once, Ben. Why do you always exaggerate things? Starting to regret putting that blue shield next to your name with as much as you're lipping off. Frickin' Ben. Life was a lot more peaceful when you were only a stream viewer and not in our Discord. I don't even remember. How did that even happen? How did you weasel your way into our server? I honestly don't remember. That's the Alzheimer's, though. Sorry, Ben. Wow. Wow, he says. Just needs the new how-to for dummies, yes. Definitely got to keep up on that, Robert. Well, even then, I mean, listening to the instructions versus reading the instructions and then actually like seeing everything in the game, it's all kind of different, you know? Like the application changes a little bit. Hearing things versus seeing things and then actually seeing things in game, they're all kind of different. It's a different ball game a little bit. I was not much of like a yeah, I'm more on the like the visual learner side of things. Like you tell me instructions, I might get it, but draw me a picture and then we're golden. Better yet, show me how to do it. Like actually like show me, and then I'll definitely get it. That could just be the autism though. That was all me, Ben. Yeah, I'm sure I had a lot to do with it, but like probably just because I was into your sister or your mom or something, wasn't it? That's why people need video tutorials. Exactly. That's exactly right. We will be doing that. With your further assistance, of course, Bob. I'm gonna have to send you like a copy or like an unlisted version before I fully like post it so you can make sure I didn't screw something up on my tutorial. Oh, don't talk about Mike's wife like that. Hey, I loved her first. That was before Mike even. I think he's got some pictures. Well, maybe he doesn't have some pictures in there, but he's got some good like spreadsheet charts in there, graphs, not charts or graphs, but spreadsheet kind of stuff. That helps a bit, like the mixes. Having that helps. But really, I mean, really, once there's a video tutorial, there really won't be much of a need for pictures in the how-to. Gotta get full coverage. Just use Brondo and all the craps. Deal. As long as it's got electrolytes. I hear that's what the plants crave. And electrolytes. I want to see electrolytes as a mix. Like an ingredient. Give me a jug of Brondo. Holy mackerel, Ben. He's growing up. What about your mom, though? She's available, right? I'm sure she's still happily married. I joke. Pretty soon, you're probably going to be the last single Coots, and you're going to be the one I'm chasing after. So you better watch out, Benny Boo. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, Ben. Just kidding. No homo. Ben's mom a baddie? For real? I mean, how do I put this respectfully? In a game of smash or pass, she would be a smash. Respectfully, of course. A nice lady. I will not take any Ben's mom slander in here. Ben slander is fine. Like, that's allowed. We can talk smack on Ben all we want, but Ben's mom, that's off limits. That's instant ban. Bro. B-side needs to get off of TikTok. Good grief, I've gotten like 10 messages from that kid today. I've not watched a single thing he sent me yet either. I'm waiting until I'm tucked nicely into bed. Frickin' B-side. Maybe, I think I have not put him as a moderator yet. I think I'm gonna take Ben's away and give that to Mayhem. I mean, Mayhem was gonna get it anyways. But Ben's on the fast track to losing it. I realized I really only have 2 moderators that come around anymore, Jake and Farming Vermont. And well, Jake on the weekdays really isn't around for the streams, and Farming Vermont's only on for a little bit, so I had to expand the moderator pool. Here we are. That's how Ben got the blue shield. Screw Ben. That's right. That's the attitude there, Simple B. Maybe Simple B gets it. We rip it away from Ben and give it to Simple B. Hell, even Cody, you're around a lot, and we're pals. Cody's an OG. I didn't realize that when you add people as moderators, CJ sent me a screenshot. He must have got notified that he's a moderator in chat. I didn't know that was a thing. That's kind of cool. Figured he'd just show up and the blue shield would be there. Oh shit, Jonesy, what the fuck, dude? Bro, what are you freaking out for? Bro just smashed my giblets. Trying to get off my lap. Must have heard something, I don't know. Oh, you got it too, Ben? I gotcha. Well, cool. I have a pool, FTF? No. Well, we have a couple settling ponds here. Does that count? I don't think I'd want to swim in them, though. He's just jealous you can't multitask, Ricky. Yeah, that's a thing. TikTok and driving. Sounds safe. The exact mix mod is looking good. You love the realism it will add to the game. Hell yeah, it will. It's shaping up pretty nicely. I mean, already from the first version I had to this one, I mean, I've maybe only gotten 1 or 2 updates. It's already gotten better. With even more improvements and additions to come, of course. Bob just needs to focus his entire energy on this mod and nothing else. Like, No more sleep. Up all day and all night working on it. The ideal. For me, anyways. Maybe not for his sanity or his health, but I would really appreciate it. And I would sure hope the Patreon profit alone would be motivation enough to just push it out, you know? But maybe not. But no, I'm enjoying it so far. That's for sure. It's going to be one of those things that when the new game comes out, I'm going to have a hard time switching over. Just kind of like how going to 22 to 25 was. I played 25 for a bit and then went back to 22 for a few months. I have a feeling it's going to be the same damn thing. Going from 25 to, I'm guessing it'll be 28 next. They're on a 3-year cycle or something like that now. Sleep is overrated, Cheesy. Damn right. We'll sleep when we're dead. Then again, I love sleep. I'm a big sleeper, let me tell you that. If I don't get enough, I am a crabby mofo. Well, I'm a crabby son of a bitch as it is anyways. Now add on lack of sleep, it's really bad. It's bad. Oh, for sure, Will. The modders are the only reason this game is alive. I believe that. I mean, even, yeah, console. I mean, even if console didn't have mods, I don't know if they'd have as many sales. I don't know. I don't think I would be playing Farm Sim without all the mods. I mean, I probably would, but I'd be tired of it a lot faster. So yeah, I mean, I think Giants owes a lot to the modding community. When I've seen the exact mix mod could be a replacement for Soil and Fert. I think they're kind of two different things. I mean, the Soil and Fert, well, that's obviously fertilizer. Whereas this is herbicide and weeds. I think more of a comparison would be Precision and Soil and Fert as kind of competitors. But I do think these two mods could work. They could go side by side. Like, I'm not going to test it with the Soil and Fert mod, but I think they would work together. But that being said, this does work flawlessly with Precision, which is still Precision is still my recommendation for any sort of nitrogen and soil sort of enhancement mod. That being said, I have never ran Soil and Fert, so I can't speak on it really. Just stuff I've heard from others. I've heard good things and I've heard bad. Well, good God, Simple B, are you not using not have a headset or earbuds? Come on, man. Well, he's muted now. I can't even hear me. Great. I don't know the last time I used like computer speakers. Been all headsets forever. Oh, I see what you're saying, Ricky. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Tucker, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Want to do, you wanted to like Soil and Fert, but you struggled with it? Yeah, I've kind of heard that from some people. I think one of the things I heard from a couple guys is building the nutrients up kind of was tedious, and like NPK, like there wasn't a mix. They were all like N was separate, P was separate, K was separate, so you had to do like multiple passes of each, which I mean multiple passes is what it is, but when you have to do it for a number of different nutrients, that sounds excessive to me. Now if they had a mix, that'd be great. His mic is a loaded dookie. Sounds like World War II radio static. That's funny. Mike is the most dog shit thing on the planet. Do we need to, like, start a GoFundMe for Simple B's microphone? Jake and TPF not play on a server together anymore? We haven't for a while. I mean, we still chat in Discord and stuff every day. We kind of use the same Discord space, but as far as a server, no. I mean, the last one, Jake and I were on reading back in February, maybe. And then I kind of got burnt out on the server, so I started doing single player, and I've been doing single player since then. Did I just get TikTok, so I commented on Jackson's post? Oh, you saw that? That's funny. I didn't know. You know Jackson? No, I had TikTok years ago, and then I deleted it like 2 years ago, and then I said, hell with it. I downloaded it again a couple weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I don't remember when. Think we need a group beat off this winter? Absolutely. Oh, that'd be fun. Have a couple few hundred acres of beets. That could be a hoot. It's a bit clunky to use. Great concept, just needs some work. Absolutely. Well, let's wash this thing off. Actually, I want to get it ready to pull into the shop. We're gonna swap back on the skinnies onto it. I'm tall. Oh, you do know Jackson. I'm sorry, man. You poor bastard. Nah, he's a good kid. I like him. Dub, first wash on this girl. Oh, it's got my monthly. Oh, it's got my payments and stuff in there from my higher purchasing mod. It says, yeah, monthly payment 15,158, and then my payment or my my payoff settlement cost is 350,880. That's kind of cool that it shows up in there. Keep track of the loan status, I guess. Definitely a putz. Oh, that's great. Trying to remember, he used to come into some of my streams. I don't know if that was on Twitch or I know he came in. I streamed on TikTok there briefly with ATS. I know he came into those. Maybe it was YouTube too. I don't remember. He must not love me that much. This thing, how many hours we got on this? Oh, 10. 10 out of 48. Let's just give it a visual inspection here. Everything's good. It's beautiful. Alright. Is that still in my service zone here? Ah, it is. Awesome. Narrow. Standard. Wide. We want the wee babies on there. Where's the license plate showing? Oh, it is. Wish that wouldn't reset every time. Hold on. Oop. What were you were in Brooklyn a couple weeks ago. What were you doing up here? Oop. A little bit of lag there. Interesting. Sweet. This guy, I kind of want to wash the truck up. The trailer really doesn't need it. Dub, Kenworth in the tub. Are you clean yet? Yes, you are. Oh, you were looking at Kenworth at Double K. I gotcha. One he's got for sale, I guess. I don't even know what he's got for sale sitting there. He's got a number of assignments there, and maybe stuff he's selling for himself. I'm not sure. At least we know it's probably shined up. No one Kyle runs through the polishing shop first. Well, where are you from, then, Tucker? I'm sure you probably talked about it in chat, but I don't remember where would you have been coming from to go look at that. All right, I'm gonna look around, make sure there's nothing else that really needs done before we fast forward. That being said, oh god, do I want to even finish mowing if I'm just gonna fast forward? I feel like I should. Let's hide our HUD here. Oh, around Okoboji, I gotcha. So what is that, like a couple hour drive? 2, 3? Probably not that much, is it? I think I got the worst part of my mowing done, like around the shop and the house. That always takes the longest. Did that with the Husqvarna mower. I think I'm just gonna go around the edges of everything before I run the Farm King here and get some edges done, like close to buildings where I can't quite get up close with the brush hog there. Oh my god, cold engine. This is a gas, or maybe it's a little diesel. Oh, it's 2 hours, I gotcha. That's not so bad. A little jaunt up here. That's right, we're doing lawn mowing stream. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be doing like lawn care roleplay. I'm just tidying up the yard. I like a nice, tidy yard around my farm. Make it look like civilized people live here. I feel like I maybe should nose that deck up there. Up to the tank. Definitely one of those spots I can't really get very well with the Farm King. Oh yeah, Wyatt. Brookings is it's a nice little town. I enjoy it. The college being there makes it interesting in the during the school year. It's a little rowdier, if you know what I'm saying. We'll have a dually with 30s and a fleet of 0 turns? No. No, I don't think I'll ever get that far with it. Boy, the day I start mowing the neighbor's yard, then we'll have a problem. But for now, it's just my own. The parties are always a good time up there. Yeah, they can certainly get interesting. Kinda to angle that off a little bit, make it a little more brush hog friendly. Section off. Got to section off some spots that aren't easy to get in with the tractor and whatnot. Mowing lawns. I had to park the augers in the way there. Downtown is pretty fun. Oh yeah, it can be. Be fun on quiet nights. It can be a rowdy fun time on the busy nights. Oh man, pub crawl. I didn't go to pub crawl this last spring, but that can get pretty rowdy. I need some GPS on that thing. I've got it. I can run GPS on it if I wanted to, but I'm doing too much goofing around here. If I had just straight passes, I would. I need adaptive curve. What I need, and to not hit collisions. I guess I didn't think those posts had collisions. Apparently they do. I don't think the fans do though. Do the bins even have collisions? Oh, they do. Oh, yeah, no, nothing on the fans. Still doing some trucking? Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as last summer. I must have had my fill or something. Just did some side dump work this last Friday and Saturday. Did a little side dumping. That was a good time. Oh, the lantern. I never got to go there while I was still the lantern. I have heard some stories, though. I don't know. I really enjoy raised corners. Always good. That's kind of a brooking staple. Do you ever make it out to the Bushnell garage? Did anybody ever make it out there before? That's just east of Brookings a little bit. Now that is like the dive bar of all dive bars. Like the holy grail of dive bars. It sucks that the owner is kind of a bitch now, but that's beside the point. Feel inclined to go around this post, and that should be good enough for what the mower will do. Do I need a T600? Dude, I love T600s. If I were to get rid of the shaker, I would be looking at T600s probably. Alright, I think that's good for now. Oh, I did along there. Okay, well let's just do a little bit more without running over too much corn. Get that corner. Alright, I think that should be everything that I can't get with Brush Hog. That backhoe is sliding around. Why do augers and conveyors have to do that? Some do and some don't. It's the damnedest thing. Maybe it depends on their mass or some other physics. Who knows? It's all junk. Alright, now for some real BTO shit here. Yep, this is how we're doing the lawn. Oh, does it not cut this state? Oh, this thing doesn't even cut this state. For dumb. Yeah, I have to let it grow one more stage, I think. Oh well. Huh. It was worth a shot. Well, I guess we gotta fast forward, and at that point, we're gonna be spraying again. High state activities, damn right, CJ. Not today, though. I hate how this growth stage... Honestly, I would not cut this growth state if it wasn't for these stupid random weeds. I'd like to see if I can get rid of that crap. I don't know what that would take in the map, but... I don't like it. It looks stupid. Weeds are stupid. So that, and I think if we fast forward too, I've got some grain to haul. We're gonna have a busy June. Do I have anything in June? We've got only 5,000 acres, but or 5,000 acres, 5,000 bushels. Words are hard, guys. All right. I'm gonna save. I did have a problem when I first thought I was gonna start streaming. My game paused at midnight, or it like froze at midnight, but it pulled through. So we'll see if it does it again. I really want to double check, make sure there's nothing else that needs done before I do this, though. I do this shit where I think I'm caught up, but I'm not. I'm gonna sell this. All of this is getting sold. Sell, yeah. Sell, yeah. You're getting sold. You're getting sold. You're getting sold. All right, and this guy. Oh, did I sell the? I think I accidentally sold my front loader. Ha! Oops. My bad. I could brush hog back here, but might as well wait on that. If you spray it with herbicide, it gets rid of them? Are you sure? Do I need a little backpack sprayer? Luckily, well, I don't know what the spray mod. I might have to change it to just regular herbicide. No, I haven't had that simple bee myself, but I have seen some other guys have that problem. I don't know what caused that. What do you think? Is this gonna work or no? Put your bets in. My bet is no, but I'm a Debbie Downer doubter, so. Okay, well, not with the soybean. I think I still got some regular herbicide in here. And not getting nothing. And again, that's not even spraying anything. I don't know what it is. It's using some. I don't know. Probably not a good test considering I am using the exact mix mod. Either way, you can be emptied. Be emptied anyways. Yeah, there goes the lawn. I know, that's where I need the Brondo. Just completely brown out the lawn. Those, please. Thank you. I'll leave you out. Really should park more stuff inside. Alright, what are the odds that I'm actually kind of like caught up for the month? I don't think I have any contracts for May. Those would have been done already. Yeah, we're good. That is the Futures Contracts mission mod. I have an edited version from NDMM, but the original public one is out there. It's on GitHub, I believe. I don't remember the mod author, but it's like Futures Missions Contracts or something like that. Future Contracts Mission. Or I guess, what's it say here? Futures. I don't know, it just says Futures. I think a quick Google search will find it, and it's kind of a combined with the Market Dynamics mod as well. Surprised I don't have any Pete's on this save? Shit. We got Shakers, man. What do we need a Pete for? Shakers and a Kenworth. Really, the Kenworth is the oddball out. I guess I got a Volvo, too. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go sleep. If it pauses or freezes at midnight again. Started off slow. I'm inclined to open up my easy dev, or my dev menu here. Icons. Where's that from? Oh. How do you add See and Spray to a sprayer? You're too broke to buy a new one. Well, I added it to the best way, and I'm not going to say it's easy. Someone who's dabbled with XML and i3D shouldn't have a problem with it. But if you haven't really done any modding before, it could be over your pay grade, a challenge, you know? The KW private. Semi-private. It's a edit that I've done of one that Andy, had shared on custom modding in the custom modding group. You can find his post there. You can grab the one that he had shared, and then I've added and fixed a few things that I have found, stuff that I wanted to change. But yeah, I'm definitely froze again at midnight here. It happens like before. It should be another, I don't know, 60 seconds and it'll go again. One thing you wish the advanced damage mod did was cause a few more breakdowns. You've only had one so far after hours of gameplay. That sounds like a good thing, Ricky. That sounds like a really good thing. I mean, realistically, in real life, yeah, you could have a bunch of breakdowns within a few days, but I think the majority of people probably have major breakdowns kind of spaced out. On his Facebook group, it's in the custom modding Facebook group. The exclusive one. I don't know what you mean by that. It's just the public. It's the public custom modding group, and the guy, his name is Andy Mino, Gamino. He shared it on there in the custom modding group. I believe I have to fast forward one more time. It's probably going to freeze at midnight again, but live with that. I have a feeling it's the exact mix mod, but Bob was going to look into it. Gonna save again, just for shits and giggles. When you're testing shit, it's good to save and keep backups. I might go back to 3-day months, but I'm trying out 4. I was on 3-day months for a while there, and then I convinced myself to go to 4, but I don't know. We'll see. And it did freeze when I manually fast forwarded too. It's at midnight, something happens. Your game save is on year 5, and so far you've only had one problem with the 8410. It's clutch run out. 5 years, you think you'd have more problems than just that? Yeah, I guess. But are you doing regular maintenance and like regular fixing on everything? I mean, I haven't had any actual breakdowns yet, but I have had some things, some failures, I guess, parts failures, some minor breakages that have had to be repaired, but like no major breakdowns. I mean, I don't know how much you'd want to expect a big breakdown, you know? I mean, think you'd see more, but also I might disagree with that somewhat. I don't know. How do you keep a save game for so long? Well, I'm a bad example. I know you're asking Ricky there, but I technically consider this one of my longer saves. I basically just transferred all my shit from Forest River, but it helps not just buying everything you want and going big right away. I like this one. I kind of started doing like a through the years save game. Like when I started on Forest River, I started with like no equipment newer than 2012. And then every year I advanced technically 2 years. So year 2, 2014. Year 3 was 2016. And then I could start adding and buying more equipment. Kind of gave you something to work towards. Like you're not going to have the biggest and the newest and the best right away. Kind of had to work your way there. Starting with some more medium, less fields. And then kind of expanding your land. And then like not starting off with $10 million, $100 million, if you get your starting equipment, your medium size, moderate equipment, and then set your money down to, I don't know, $100,000, or give yourself a $500,000 loan you have to pay off, that could give you more stuff to work for and kind of keep it interesting. What did I fix on the KW? I don't know if I really fixed much. I changed wheels. I added a few different parts. I don't know. If I said changed, I maybe didn't really mean that. I don't know if there were some errors maybe I fixed. I don't know if there were any. Added lights, different color stuff. I don't know if it was on the new material system, but I switched over. I screwed up. I don't have it all on the new material system, but most of the parts are on the new material system. Just kind of added stuff that I wanted. CJ, you don't count. You enjoy your save games. Evan, welcome to the stream. 1,800 organic farmer in Minnesota. Very nice, man. Love that. I guess I don't know if I love the organic, but hey, I won't knock it. Set your maintenance to 15 hours and you do services early with premium parts. Okay, well, that probably helps you out, honestly. That's what you do. Start with a realistic 90s farm, only like 2 or 3 fields and some cows, and then work your way up. Loans to buy bigger equipment. Yeah, there you go. Aiden Nelson. How's my neighbor doing? I saw you guys were spraying out by my place today. Bunch of BTOs. Where am I at? I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. I'm gonna save mowing. I'm not gonna mow again. That was only if I could mow that in the last month. But I want to look at our weed pressure and map stuff here. Really, it's not bad on my beet and wheat fields yet. They still haven't gotten their pre or their post. But I can spray. I could spray a post on. What? Okay, 5 months. How long posts last? That should be plenty of time. If I did it now on my edible beans and soybeans, they should be good. I think the only thing I maybe should have waited to do my corn, sunflowers. Trying to think, because they've got, oh, it still says 5 months remaining on that. I don't know. Don't know. I guess I don't know if it took a month off of that or not. Maybe it didn't. Definitely be paying attention the next month I fast forward. But either way, I can load up my edible bean post. Matter of fact, let's do a little scouting here. Take the Can-Am. Oh, it would not have been a good day to stop in today, Tayden. We were hauling manure, and I was stuck in the truck with no AC. You could have said hi to Dan or Jordan, but I would not have been the one you want to say hello to today. Hauling in this heat with no AC makes a guy a little crabby. Mike Pischelstein, as I live and breathe. How you doing, Mikey? Alright, we're gonna... I think just to the west here is our pinto beans. Past my corn. I should make this thing go a little faster. At least, I want to do 55. You know what I'm saying? Rows are a little goofed up here. Does this have crap destruction on it? No, that's good. Really, I guess, what's the weed pressure say? Trace weed pressure, although in there's a pocket. You can find that. I don't know if that means there's gonna be visible weeds or not, because I really don't see any visible weeds right now. I do have some. I have some in my beet fields. Hard to believe that. Nothing in my wheat. Don't have any in my wheat, so maybe I don't want to spray post on those. They're kind of staying managed. I don't know why there wouldn't be any weeds. You'd go take a look at the shit show you had going on down there. What were you doing? Oh, you're mowing trees off on the 240 to the north, huh? Yeah, I could swing by there sometime, take a looky-loo. Let's see. I thought there was some command for something to be on the map, but I could be wrong. Where did I see that? Well, I guess no. If there were weeds, it would show up on here, wouldn't it? Again, we did spray pre. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth spraying post on this stuff yet, or I should set my spacing to 22 inches on this. Run over crop. I mean, I know that spot on there means there will be more weed pressure, but I don't know what that actually will look like when weeds come up. I assume just more weeds in that area. Or maybe I do go mowing, and then I'll be asking Bob some questions and saving some spraying for the next stream. Well, that's fine. Let me just look again here. Roller had a few skips there. I mean, most of my fields are looking okay, short of my beets. Yes, let's turn around and go look at those. I never sprayed them with any pre or post yet. A learning process. Oh, damn right, Tucker. I might have taken that off of mine. I really don't like mouse control stuff on my semis. I mean, maybe the fifth wheel slide, but that would be it. Oh yeah, we got weeds. We got weeds up the ass in my beets. Gee. Look at this crap. Just look at it. Beautiful. Alright, well that's good enough for me. That's all the crop scouting I need to do for now. I think our biggest crop there is going to be weeds. I think we can combine them and sell them. Sell some weed seed. What did I add for configs? Oh, I added a handful. I'd have to go and look. Omi T600. Where's that bastard? Oh, right there. Let's see. I don't think I had a day cab. I added the day cab and short frame. I added wheels off of Smebby's trucks. I think these are actually maybe, I think he said Dietz's wheels, but. Sleeper with the shorty, yeah. Let's do a long day cab. I added a second visor. Or maybe those visors were on here, I don't remember. It might have been. I did different fenders, I think. I think these might be Vanny's fenders from his Freightliner. Pretty sure. I also grabbed his wet kit tank because it's nice. I like the Muncie poly tank. Did custom lights and horns and stuff there. Let's oh yeah. Intake vent. On these, I don't know why they were on both sides on the original mod, but real life, there really should only be one. I mean, you could obviously add a second one just for looks, but it won't serve a purpose because the intake is on this side, on the passenger side. Yeah, I added my logos too. Added some chicken lights. Don't know if I did... Maybe did a couple of these exhaust options. And then I added the herd. It's actually a T800 herd that I just I tweaked to fit on the T600. And then I don't know, maybe I did some of these color options, like the grill surround. I don't see too many T600s with a chrome surround. Not saying they don't ever have them, but I wanted it painted as an option. Oh yeah, I can paint the visor, and then I can do the visor lip a different color. I don't know, it was like that on the model. It was separated, so I just thought I'd take advantage of that. Vent. I think the vent was only chrome. Made that paintable. Yeah, a couple things. I wouldn't say no to that, Owen. Shit. Yeah, slide into my DMs with that thing. I could demo it on, I wouldn't mind demoing that on one field. Well, since, I guess I'm not ready to spray yet, I'm gonna do some mowing, so... Well, let's do the brush hogging. That's what everybody came for. Screw it. Alright, we're doing I-state things. What KW did I take the herd off of one? I took it off of one that wasn't even public. It was another... Yeah, that was another private mod. I'm not... I guess it could be out there, I'm not sure. Or a herd that would fit it. Hold the road. Oh yeah, this slaps. This is hot. Look at all the hay going to waste. Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know about that, Tayden. I don't think I'm too worried about that. I don't see too many cows around here. Not much of a market for hay in these parts. Roughneck might have a good herd bumper on one of their KWs. Yeah, they might. I think that might have been an option. I can't remember. Whose semi was that? That was an edit of a conversion that Andy had done. He had posted it in the custom modding group on Facebook. I really should just have that as like a text disclaimer on the stream. Yeah, I don't know if that even pay for the fuel, Tayden. Good grief. I think the hay prices, I guess I don't know what they're doing. We're kind of settling back down there, but we're not exactly getting a lot of moisture here, so they could go back up. Get a good random Sparks cattle save again. Oof, I know. Ew, I'm enjoying this save too much, man. I'd have to start up something different for cattle. Get a good cattle map. Honestly, if I were to start mapping again, I'd really like to make a Western Nebraska feedlot map. I think like Scotts Bluff. Really dry lot, dry area out there, but I think that'd be pretty fun. I don't think it'd be too difficult. It'd be interesting doing like the foliage and whatnot. I mean, that's not very green and grassy out there. I mean, I'm sure there's some, but quite a bit drier there. But I don't think I have any ambition to map, honestly. None whatsoever. That was lost. Any ambition was lost back in 2017 is the last time I touched any sort of mapping. How did I learn to mod? I learned by doing. I think, like a lot of modders learn, they see something they want that's not out there yet and no one's making it, so they learn to make it themselves. Or in my case, a mod came out that doesn't have something I want on it, it doesn't have a wheel config, or it doesn't have a loader attacher, so I learned how to add it. And I think the easiest way for me was looking at how other mods are set up, and side by side comparing XMLs and i3Ds. And there are some YouTube tutorials out there, like if you're looking for something specific, depends on what it is, but there's some content out there for certain modding things. But as far as just like learning Giants Editor and learning what does what in the XML, that was just kind of trial and error and figuring stuff out. I'm really not a modder by any means, but that's how a lot of guys do it. Simulation Station, what's going on, fella? Glad you stopped by. Nice you can catch one live. I appreciate you catching the videos at a later date, though. Wouldn't mind a good Kansas map for a feedlot. Been to some of them giant feedlots down in southwest Kansas, and holy crap, they're blowing your mind just watching them feed all the cows. Yeah, there can be some big operations there, and like I know Colorado's got some big ones. Texas, I mean, even Western Nebraska too. There's kind of a feedlot belt. Sure, Oklahoma's got some big ones too. Do North Platte or something just west of there. Showed up. Oh yeah, that's kind of western Nebraska. I was thinking of even further west than that. Like, I'm picturing, like, Adams Landing Cattle area. Now, I'm certainly not going to make an outfit as big as Adams Landing Cattle. Or are they closer to... Where's Adams Landing Cattle at? Broken Bow. They're Broken Bow. Oh, I guess that's... Oh, I thought that was farther west than that. Oh. Apparently I don't know where they're at. I thought that was way further west. Scotts Bluff is way west. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think there are some feedlots out Scotts Bluff way, isn't there? I'm sure there's plenty. There's feedlots everywhere. Yeah, Broken Bow, that's way further east. Yeah, that is closer to North Platte. There's Adams. Oh, that's just west of Grand Island? Okay. Oh, that's east of North Platte. Broken Bow is. Apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, onwards. Keep mowing. That big commodity building Legacy did would be sweet. Yeah, it would. His old pantry from 22 or even the cupboard in 25, they'd both be good. I'd kind of like to build a yard fitting for the cupboard that he made. Well, I don't know how much of this you guys want to watch, but I'm thinking I'm going to be cutting the stream off here. We got about 2 hours and 10 minutes. We did some spraying and whatnot, so... And some goofing around and some fast forwarding. I think that's probably plenty. Not the most exciting stream. But hey, that'll happen once in a while. Hopefully the next one will shape up a little better. Oh gosh, Legacy. As I live and breathe. Girlfriend's doing an internship at Adams? No kidding, Reed. That's kind of cool. Yeah, they're a big outfit. Absolutely, but... yeah, I suppose that's it. I should be streaming again this week, so stay tuned for that. Could have some more, exact mix spray system content for you guys to consume at a later date, so be on the lookout for posts on Facebook or YouTube notifications for when I go live next. Streaming tomorrow night, possibly. See how the day goes. But yeah, appreciate y'all guys. Have a great day or night. I guess it's night for me, and we'll see you next time.